Grace and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's video is about the Crosman 760 Pumpmaster. See, I have it right here. It's a very cheap little gun you can get from Walmart, sometimes under $60. And I was testing it to see how good you could probably use it for, like, hunting squirrels. I don't think you can hunt rabbits with it, but after you see the test today, you might agree with me about the squirrels. On the Crosman website, it actually says you can use this little BB rifle for hunting pests. So, very simple. It's got a smooth bore barrel. The blade front sight, your rear sight right here. It's got the, what would you say, buckhorn style? Only adjustable for elevation. It also has a rail here for air gun scopes. I have rimfire scopes as well. It loads with this bolt that you pull back here. You pull it back, revealing this area here. You can see the bolt. Let me see, push it forward. There's the bolt there. And you can either single load pellets into it or fill up this reservoir here with BBs. You actually start from underneath. You just slide this over and you load BBs into there. I believe it holds 200 shots. And then when you want to load BBs, there's this little sliding button here. You slide it down. You turn it upside down and you shake it. And then when you turn it back over, there should be some BBs here. And you can close the button. You push it forward. And in order to load the BBs into the chamber, you have to point the muzzle down and charge the handle. And then, after that point, I'm going to go ahead and just pull the trigger. There was no air in the gun. In order to add velocity or power, there's this handle here. You just pull off, and it shows it's a pump. You pump into the gun, open up, and it fills up a little reservoir in here of air. When you pull the trigger, it'll shoot. The company who makes this, Crosman, recommends 3 to 10 pumps. 3 pumps would get you about 350 feet per second, and 10 pumps can get you up to 700 feet per second with alloy pellets. They don't recommend that you pump it more than 10 times just because those O-rings can start to fail after that much. A very handy little thing. Another thing, the older models would have had a 5-shot clip, a little plastic clip that hold 5 pellets so that you wouldn't have to single load. You could just put it in there, load your gun and shoot, move the clip over, load your gun and shoot. Pretty easy. These videos are made possible because of God's grace and your viewership. Thank you. Well, guys, now I'm going to show you some accuracy testing I did with 3 kinds of pellets. I used steel BBs from Daisy. I used Crosman Premier hollow points. And I used Daisy pointed pellets. So check that out real quick. As you can see there, the BBs aren't very accurate. We were standing at about 20 paces from the target, and the BB spread was crazy. I was shooting from a crouched position. That's for all 3 shots. So as you saw there, the Crosman pellets were a lot more accurate than the BBs. We were still at 20 paces away at a crouched position. You saw there, the daisy pointed pellets were also a lot more accurate than the BBs, but we had a few flyers compared to the Crosman pellets, and I think that's because of quality control. The Crosman pellets, when you open up the tin, you can see it's very even. All of them are very similar. You can hardly find a defect, but from the moment I opened that daisy tin, there was a lot of inconsistencies. You kind of had to pick and choose which one looked nicer. Overall, if you were going to hunt with it, you would have to be closer than 20 paces, I think, or there is the possibility that I just wasn't being accurate the way I was sitting at that time. But pellets are for sure the much better option for hunting if you wanted to be really accurate. BBs might work, you would just have to be a lot closer, and that means you have to be a lot sneakier around those squirrels. Next section, we were trying to shoot at these metal swinging targets. We were shooting at 10 paces away from them just to see if the grouping would be a lot better, and we were also shooting from a very low position, almost prone.
That's the middle one. Something about that.
Will you clip the top corner? Okay.
Okay, so it just shoots a little up.
Nice.
Nice.
So after shooting at those targets, um, it became easier to see where we were hitting, and that group really tightened up after we were gotten closer and lower to the ground. It wasn't too bad. I'd still say pellets are a lot better option for hunting, especially if you're hunting squirrels. You got to be a little further away. You can't be too close because obviously they would see you. So in this next segment, you'll be seeing some water bottles being shot with the 3 different types of ammo that I brought with me. First will be BBs, then the Crosman pellets, and lastly the pointed pellets. And let's have a look. Shooting first water bottle with steel BB. Aiming at the halfway up the bottom. Okay, safety's on. We got a hole there. Looks like it was a through and through shot. No BB to recover. Whenever you're ready, you can shoot, okay? Nice. Did I get it? Yeah. Let's find out. Okay. I thought I saw her hit it. Oh, look at that. There's a hole right there. Is there a hole in the back? There is a hole. It went through. Through and through. Let me look over here.
Knocking it over, that's crazy.
Yeah. It looked like they might have diverted a little bit. I don't know. Let me see if there's a pellet on the ground that we can find.
That one right there.
No. That one hit something hard from earlier.
Oh, I heard it hit this.
You think? Yeah, it must have hit it like here. I don't think we're gonna find it. That's all right. Yeah. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, and you did good. It went through and through too as well. All right. This will be the one with the daisy pointed pellets. Whenever you're ready. Shoot centered, like halfway up the bottle. Like right on the bottom of the A label. Nice.
Straight through.
Yep. Let's take a look. Sounded like it went straight on through and hit the little plate back there. Wonder if we can see the...
Yeah, and then it hit this.
Yeah. Wonder where... It would be around here, but I don't see it. That was awesome, though. That pellet gun shoots pretty hard.
I think I found it.
Might be it.
Might be it.
Just a little shred left. All right.
Literally went straight through.
Through and through. Look at that. So overall, I think that whether you're using BBs, pellets, regardless of the kind, as long as you get close enough and you can be accurate with it, honestly, this pellet gun is perfect for hunting such small game like squirrels. Rabbits, I don't think so. On their own website, like I said, Crosman says that you can use it for pest control, you know, shooting rats and other tiny vermin. But squirrels, definitely. Takes a lot of practice to figure out where it's hitting. And shooting BBs won't really damage the barrel because there's no rifling. Unlike with a rifled BB gun, you wouldn't want to shoot too many steel pellets through there, or steel BBs, because the steel would wear down the rifling. So, I do think that this could be viable for shooting small game, specifically squirrels and smaller than that. And just be accurate, get close to your target, and it should serve you just fine. Thank you guys so much for sticking to the end of the video. I really do appreciate your views. Today we'll be reading from the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 38 to 42. You have heard that it was said, eye for eye and tooth for tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you. Once again, thank you so much for watching the video, and God bless.